checking out another clip on the web show following Nathan Carnage Corbett. It was the morning of the fight, Domination 6 in Perth, and we jumped in the car and I thought we'd head over to the beach for some breakfast and a coffee. We found a great little cafe right by the roadside there, and this place is just magic. If you haven't been to Perth before, make sure you come. Cottesloe Beach. We lucked out with great weather. As you can see, the people there lapping it up on a Saturday morning in Perth, and couldn't blame those people for going for a beach walk. Just absolutely magic conditions. But for us, it was time to sit down, have a coffee, have some breakfast, talk about the fight and the plan for the afternoon, and just get Nathan ready. But he wanted to go for a swim, so the boys there, Nathan going out there in his undies, braving the chilly waters of the Indian Ocean on the west side of Australia. But it was absolutely perfect conditions for it, and can't blame this guy on the paddleboard. What a great morning, although you hear the odd rumour every now and again of great whites being around Perth, and good luck to him. But this was cool, seeing a plane fly over. Kimberly, I love you. Will you marry me? Very romantic. I just hope for this guy's sake that that's not Kimberly there reading the book and missing the message just for her. But for us, it was time to get back to the hotel. Everything getting ready. This is the team, the way I do it with the video camera. There's Ed there, Nathan, Nick from Punish, Walshy getting ready, the trainer, and also Vitaya, who took a million photos on his iPhone. But it was time to chat with Nathan to talk about how he was feeling before the fight.
It's been a full-on preparation, you know. I won't go too many details, but it's been a rough 8 weeks, and you know, I've put it together, and I guess that's what tonight's about, is standing strong, and what Champion's about is, you know, backing it up when your back's against the wall, if you could say that, and come home strong and still show the goods and perform to the best of what the fans are expecting, and also expect on myself. So
it always amazes me with Muay Thai as opposed to boxing that you don't kind of know that much about your opponent. You only met your opponent last night. A lot lighter than you. Kind of weird, right?
It's weird like that. I mean, with the Muay Thai, I guess it's there's so many unknown opponents out there, as opposed to where the boxing, if you're in the top 10, it's pretty much known that that's where you are. With Muay Thai, it's a little bit unsanctioned in some ways. Where there's so many different, you know, sanctioning bodies and divisions and opponents in different countries that might just not get the opportunity to be seen or to be flown to Australia, or from Australia to Holland, because of money. The sport hasn't got, you know, a great deal of money, so therefore a lot of fighters are unseen. So this is one of those fights, you know, where I don't know anything about this opponent apart from the one little quick clip on YouTube, which doesn't show too much. So seeing it at the weigh-in yesterday was just a visual point, and yeah, come in a little bit light. Didn't expect that. The weight was at 97, and I thought that was more suited for him, not myself, because, you know, I'm a pretty small heavyweight. So, you know, fairly evenly matched with size and height and all that. So, you know, as far as the stats goes on the board with the fight record and the weight and the height and all that, it's going to pan out. So it looks like a good fight.
Well, mate, we've had a great time in Perth, and now it's business time. But of course, Perth is where Danny Green lives.
Yeah, that's right. Danny Green is a good man, Danny Green. But yeah, be interesting to see if something comes out in the press, or you know, comes forward from what I was saying the other day in the paper about, and maybe having a chance at getting in the ring and boxing it on. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Danny might even make it out to the fight tonight. But
mate, if he is there,
so
I'll be interviewing him, that's for sure. But you know, if you did get in the ring with Danny Green and it became a boxing match, how do you reckon you go?
Oh, look, you know, I wouldn't take the fight if I didn't think that I could give it a good go. You know, like I'm definitely not going to rate myself as a boxing world, you know, champion or anything like that. But I wouldn't go in there not thinking that I couldn't, you know, give it a red hot go. And I think I got the power to knock him out. Maybe over 10 rounds, he might have the skills to take me further and win the fight that way. But you know, I'll back myself in the first 6 rounds, and the rest is guts and glory, isn't it?
Yeah, so could you imagine that match between Carnage and Danny Green? It'd be absolutely sensational. They're both great fighters. Obviously, in a boxing match, Danny Green would be a favourite, but man, the way Carnage fights, it would be incredible to watch, and I actually think Carnage could beat him. It'd be amazing. But for us, it was time to travel to the venue. The focus tonight was on Muay Thai, and in a big stretch limo, a rocking limousine, we made our way out to the venue. As soon as we got there, Nathan stopped by people to autographs and photos. She always does. But this is the most amazing moment for me. The guy that I have coffees with and hang out with, we hardly ever talk about fighting. Outside the ring, Nathan completely different, but when it's time to get ready and he gets his hands wrapped, he just turns into just the absolute carnage machine, frightening his strength and focus. And while Vitaya gave him a rub down only sort of minutes before getting ready to go into the ring. Some last minute best wishes there from Sean from GoTech. It was the carnage lacing up the gloves, getting ready to do the action. Domination 6 in Perth is on the way. It's coming up on The Web Show.